Welcome to the stream. I'm just setting up and checking to make sure that the the PNG tuber is gonna work. So I just might need a second. Then I'm also trying to get the background music to be done so I can do it, but it's gonna be guitarless because I had a guitar backing planned, except I haven't had time to do it because there's been too much going on, which is also why I haven't released it as a separate video yet. Oh, sorry, I may have changed the noise to try to make it louder, so it might be too loud. Is that better? And less ear destroying? It's currently still loading the music because I have just made the music and I've just copy and pasted it into my editing program to just make it so I can play the music in the background. But it's still loading because it's like an hour long. So before I'm just gonna start doing the actual birthday stream. Let me just make sure that it all works and set up. So it should work that it makes so that I bounce whenever I do it. Sorry, I'm gonna turn it back again so I can adjust that. I think I forgot to add my mic to it, but there, now it's working. Let me adjust that so that it's less like just it hovering there when I'm not talking. There, that should be good. So anyway, this is a PNG tuber I made. It's of my character Oregano, which is my Sona. And I also had a little birthday hat that might on the stream look like cheddar cheese because of a green screen thing in the program I use for PNG tubers. I'll have to check later on a probably a high resolution of the stream, but I'm only gonna have the birthday hat thing on for any birthday streams. I have a version of it without the birthday hat. It's not cheese, even though it looks like that because the hat is yellow. I don't have actually any specific stuff that I want to draw this stream. I just wanted to chill and just draw random stuff. Cheesecake is pretty good, so yeah, it might be cheesecake, who knows. That'd be a weird thing to make a hat out of, though. Unless it's like one of those shows where you have to make food and disguise it as something it's not. Who knows? I'm probably on this stream gonna practice designing some characters for a thing I have planned in the future because I may be working on one book. But while I have an entire universe planned for that series, I have another universe that takes place, which involves winged cats because that's fun. That and also a post-apocalyptic world because I am very unoriginal, but I have some real original ideas for it. I have two of the designs for it already, but there's especially two characters I gotta design, so might as well do it for fun. Might not be the final designs, because I'm going to probably work on those later, like, to see if there's anything that needs to be polished, but, you know, who knows. Also, any questions are welcome in chat, so feel free to ask pretty much whatever, within reason, obviously. This is just a sketch for the design, which is why it isn't very specific, because it's very sketchy, and I'll get more into details later. I think I'm going to start with some emotions to see what designs would work best with it in terms of patterns, and then I'm going to get onto the full design. Sadly, the cheesecake hat will only last for 1 day a year. So, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to have the non-cheesecake hat every other time. Well, unlike my profile picture, I probably won't redraw the PNG tuber, so I've also got it saved as a state on the thing I use for the PNG tuber, so it'll be back next year, it just won't be back after today. think the emotions I'm going to do are the character being happy, scared, angry, and possibly a bit like nervous or flustered. And then I'll work on the full design and see how that works with the other elements of it. It so it shows on the icon of the thing I use to edit when something's done, and it isn't done yet because the music is basically the music I already made, but without a guitar track because I haven't finished that yet. And also, um, it's an hour long because it's just copy and pasted onto the track the music I already made. And fair warning, the music might be a bit bad because I am pretty proud of the song itself, but recording problems. Like, I have a good microphone, it's just all of the background noise. I think I got most of it out, but there might be some background noise. Welcome to stream Blueberry Waffles and Nibrit. I still don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream. I have a PNG tuber now, and I'm currently drawing some emotions and designing a character for a project I have that will probably take a few years to be able to actually get to, but, you know. I'm also probably going to be doing some concept art for the character about the storyline. I also still haven't. I made music, but it's still loading on the thing because I made it. It doesn't have the guitar I planned in it because I haven't had time to make it today yet. But it's the guitarless part is done, and I copy and pasted it into my program a few times to make it so it'd go up to about an hour. So that is still loading. Oh, okay. Welcome to the stream, Dino. I'm not sure what name you go by, and I don't want to be like rude by just saying, ah, yes, you, this person, welcome to the stream. For some reason, right now, I don't know if it's just me, but it is so much less behind where it normally is. Normally, it's like half a minute behind, and now it's like 12, 15 seconds, 10 ish. I'm not sure the exact amount, but somehow it's catching up faster to what I'm saying, and I'm not sure why. If it's like a device thing or an internet thing. Who knows? I actually hope that the hat isn't looking weird because it has green on it and the background of the thing that I use for the PNG tuber is also green. So how the program works, you can make it so the green isn't there, and it's complicated. I might sometime make a video about how I made a PNG pretty easily, a PNG tuber, but I'm not sure because there's probably people who have already made it even just on this specific software. Also, if anybody has any questions about the story, feel free to ask. Um, so the story is mainly about winged cats in a post-apocalyptic world, and it's very complicated. It's called Above and Below, and it takes place in the same universe as Before and After. Yes, I know, very original names, but the concepts are really cool in my opinion. They take place in the same universe, and it's very complicated to explain because I have like all of the ideas, but I haven't. It's hard to really explain because everything is really, really complicated with how it works. Which storyline? Above and Below or Before and After? Because they take place in the same universe, but they have vastly different storylines, and the characters don't even know each other in either. It's just that it takes place in the same universe after the same events happened. Okay, so this is going to make almost no sense because the story is extremely complicated in every meaning of the word because most of my stories are, but not in the way this one is. So basically, it follows. Okay, so I have to explain the events that contextualize this, that contextualize the storylines in both. So this takes place in a world where, stay with me here, it's going to be very complicated. The world got so polluted, the Earth, this takes place on Earth, it got so polluted that the Earth pretty much gave up on humanity. And you know how gravity makes you go down when you jump? Basically, all of the humans, or at least most of them, floated up into the atmosphere. So humans don't exist in this universe. And the closest thing to humans are half-human hybrids. So then there's hybrids between humans and other animals, which are pretty much the only ones left, which they evolved similar to how humans evolved from primates, but from other animals like squirrels, and I'm still questioning if I'll do this in the universe or not, but possibly like sheep. Well, I guess they aren't technically hybrids because they aren't like a mix between the two species, but you know what I mean. They're like a mix between humans and squirrels. So it follows two brothers who are like squirrel people, and since the world is still reversed, it follows them learning about what happened from the clues of the environment. And making peace with the earth, and then they basically become immortal guardians to make sure the same thing never happens again. The story itself is way longer, but that's a simple rundown, and it is already not very simple at all. As I said, it is complicated. Like, this is the simple version of what happened. There's so many little details in the storyline that I'm still working out, and that's just a general baseline of it. Bye. Have a wonderful time zone. Yeah, but the story itself is really complicated. I'd say Above and Below is simpler in a different way because it's much easier to understand the story, but the story itself is more complicated. It's really hard to explain, but I'm very proud of both storylines. And the reason why the characters never meet between the two is because the squirrel characters that I haven't actually named yet, the two of them live in a countryside area, and the characters in Above and Below probably live in like a destroyed city area, or at least nearby one. And the character I'm drawing is one of the characters from Above and Below, but not the main character because I bought some designs for the main character that I think would fit, and also one of the other especially important characters in the story. Because there's technically one main character, but there's more like four characters that are especially impactful in the plot, three of which are there for most of the story. Well, one of them kind of pops in and out at different points in the story. This character is one of sorry, I'd have to get into the whole storyline to be able to talk about this character because you can't really talk about the character by themselves. Okay, have a wonderful time zone, have a wonderful time zone, Dino. Now time to try to think of different design, like patterns. Well, I'm gonna draw like a full body of the character, and then I'll start to I'll start to add designs onto the full body and then onto the emotion parts. if I ever make this into an actual thing, instead of making it a book like I have planned for A Journey of Stars and Skies, I might make it into a comic because I've been meaning to actually make a comic for a while now, and I've had a few ideas of it being either. My main ideas were a Pokemon AU that I have not touched in like half a year, and above and below, not above and below, before and after. But maybe I'll do a comic for this. Who knows? I would need to like actually write out the entire story and the scenes and like script them and all that. So who knows at this point? I probably, if I did make it, it probably wouldn't be able to get started for at least like 3 months because of preparation. Who knows? Just realized the music's been done for a bit, so I'm gonna turn the screen black and let me try to make that work. I don't know whether or not you guys will be able to hear it. I'm gonna be able to hear it, like try to hear it, because I have another device on the stream, obviously, so that I can be able to try to hear everything and make sure nothing's wrong. So you might not be able to hear it. If so, then I will try to fix that, but I'm not sure. It's gonna be black. Wow, I fixed that. Fair warning, the I think that any of the music that I made in this is pretty good. Any of the lyrics, it's just that it might sound really bad because of background noise and stuff. I've tried to get out as much as I can, but you might be able to hear it still. And this also is the type without the guitar in the background, which I will probably put out tomorrow in a video, because don't worry, it's not April Fool's, because of the fact that it is not done today. That or later today. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna adjust the audio as necessary, so it might be either too loud or too quiet. Just give it a second. It is not showing any of it at all. It's the problem that we had earlier, last time I tried to do this. It isn't showing any of it. In the morning, the salamanders roam the ground, There, it might be working now. Let me check. It'll take a second for it to show up for me, and I'll adjust the audio. It's just showing that the desktop, it is capturing the desktop audio. The only problem is it's in like the half of the song. It's there, it might be working now. Let me check. It'll take a second for it to show up for me, and I'll adjust the audio. It's just showing that the desktop, it is capturing the desktop audio. The problem is it's in like the half of the song. It's there, it might be. It's the buzzing of the bees from flower to flower. Dearest, they prance through the forest. There, hopefully that works. I'll have to wait a second to hear it, but you know. The silence is no more as everything it was. And who knows what this year will bring. As the cloudless nights begin, the stars brighten up. There, hopefully that works. I'll have to wait a second to hear it, but you know. Listen for everything, the sounds of spring, the sounds of spring. The pitter patter of the rain in the morning. The salamanders roam the ground. There, hopefully that works. I'll have to wait a second to hear it, but you know. Feel the whole world as it turns around you, and you with it. You know what? I'm just gonna try to do music next stream and see if I can get it to work then. I'm gonna go back to designing the character for Above and Below. So about this character, I said that the character isn't the protagonist. This character is actually, I'm not gonna get into it too much because there's nobody like here, and then it would just be a whole ranty section for anybody watching this back. But so this character is basically a villain from the past who gets a redemption arc because I am so tired of the trope that there's like this point of no return where after you do something super bad, you can't be better. Like in fiction, in redemption arcs, there's only ever redeemed characters if they were never that bad in the first place, from what I've seen at least. So I thought, why not try to change that? It's what the character did is I'm gonna not talk about it right now because nobody is here except for me. Anyway, I just think that it's a cool character. Now that this part's done, now I just gotta get on to, oh wait. I accidentally made it so that the screen was black while I was drawing the character. But anyway, I'm gonna start making patterns and adding those on and testing to see how they work on the character. Well, first I gotta change the ears because the ears are not in the right position. But after that. Welcome back, Dino. I designed the emotions and I'm working on the patterns. So I'm gonna draw patterns on the full body and then I'm gonna try to see how they work with different emotions. Also, I said that the character that I am designing isn't the main character, and that's because this character I'm designing is a villain in the universe, but not really because this character used to be a bad guy, but then he didn't want to be anymore, but it's really complicated, but basically he committed a lot of atrocities towards winged cats, and then, well, honestly, it's partially just a push against of the trope that, there's like this in fiction, there's this point of no return, where after you do something bad enough, you can't be redeemed. So I have this character who would be like the stereotypical bad guy, kind of like Tiger Star from Warrior Cats, but for winged cats. But then obviously he realized, God, wait, what am I doing? And then went to go wander and try to discover, wait, what have I been doing? What could I do better? Like, to try to find a purpose for himself. And he runs across a winged cat and has problems with that because of worries about being able again. Yes, backstory. I have I have very complicated backstories. So this character, going into a bit of spoilers, meets a character, the character of the story, doesn't know that the character is a winged cat, and becomes friends while also pretending that he has like amnesia because I've watched a lot of trope videos and then I write down different ideas for them. And I had an idea for what if a bad guy who's trying to be reformed says they have amnesia so that they don't have to explain their backstory and push away new friends, except that makes it more complicated when he finds out that his new friend is a winged cat and gets worried that he might hurt them accidentally. It is very, very layered, very complicated character. Very excited to work with him and his characterization. Also wondering whether or not, so I have a lot of book and storyline ideas for stuff, as I have said, but I'm wondering if I should make this into, instead of a book, like a comic, because I've been wanting to do comics for a while, but then it might take like 3 months just to get everything prepared without even doing the art yet. So I'm still on the fence about that because I've been wanting to do comics for a while and this would be a good excuse, but I'm still questioning whether or not I should do that. Maybe someday, but I just don't know for sure quite yet. Also, it's weird about the character because there's so many times where redemption arc characters have like an excuse for their bad behavior. He has no excuse for his bad behavior. It's just ambition until he realizes that maybe he did something wrong. So I also tried to do away with the fact that if a character is super bad and can be redeemed, that must be because they never were responsible for their actions. Because I have a lot of beef with stuff like that because like even just from a character writing perspective, like any character can be redeemed. It just they need to like quote unquote atone for their actions for the ones that they hurt. There's no way to like there's no character that's unredeemable. It just especially for the ones who have done especially bad stuff like murder, it would be way harder to do than somebody who just made a tiny mistake and then it's acted like it's a whole redemption arc. I don't know, it's just something that slightly annoys me as a story writer. Oh, I haven't actually ever done any comics. Well, I have practiced a few times drawing small, like, comic pages for mythical and magic scenes, but not anything big. So I would have to be emotionally prepared for that and probably make them a lot in advance and have backups for in case I can't finish it in time. So I it seems like a cool idea and I actually am really considering it. But then I'd also have to do away with the problems I have with only making videos when it's like the day before because I keep saying I'm going to try to do better on that, but then I go, but what if my audience doesn't get a video that I said I would make? And then I try to tell myself to stop and I can't. I have problems with canceling stuff. So I'd probably have to make at least a few videos in advance before I would get started on it. Who knows? That's a problem for future me. I'm trying to think of ideas about how to use the design aspects to be able to make the emotions, like use body language with the emotions, like trying to figure out how that would work, which is why I think I might do this, where the markings are sort of like attached to where the eyebrows are, so that you can see them looking more calm when the character's more calm, and then when they look angry, the markings look angry. Drawing on the patterns to see how they would work with different characters' movements. So it's going to be a bit annoying to do, but it's going to be worth it so I can try to figure out which ones would work best. I'm probably going to stop the stream in like 10 minutes to be able to end the stream, but before then I'm planning to, instead of finishing the drawings, I'm planning to do some concept art for some of the scenes. Probably not like, also I've probably spoiled most of the storyline, but you know. Now on to some concept art. Welcome to the stream that personally I am designing a character design for a reformed villain character in a story that I'm working on. Practicing with how different emotions would work with the design, and also now I'm doing some concept art. I'm probably going to end the stream in a few minutes, but thanks for dropping by. I think that's just about what I'm gonna do in the stream. So in a second, I'm gonna wrap up. This was a really fun stream to do, and I'm excited for the next stream because now I have a PNG tuber, and when I finish the music and get it to actually work, then it will also have music, so that's a plus. Still debating whether or not I should make this into a comic compared to a book because a comic can take much longer with visuals, but it can also convey stuff faster because of the visual format, especially when it comes to establishing scenes. So I'm still wondering about that. And yeah, I also haven't actually thought of a name for this character. I don't think. I might have written it in the notes of the story, but I don't remember having done it. They're just, like, I haven't given them a name yet because I can't quite think of a name that fits. Like, fits their character enough. Trying to think, trying to, like, because the character, I haven't drawn in their stuff yet, but they're gonna be a brown and cream cat, like, kind of like partially tabby with their markings, but not fully, but I'm not listening to realism. Just, I haven't found a name that quite fits the personality and design of the character. Like, maybe lizard something, but I'm not sure. Like, truffle lizard? I'm not sure because the names are probably going to be similar to warrior cats, except obviously with minor changes, with like changes based off the lore and the fact that StarClan is not terrible because it's also a completely different version of the afterlife in this. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Anyway, have a wonderful time zone, and I will bug you later. I'm probably gonna start doing a stream every year on my birthday. Who knows? This is probably the one of. It's gonna be a long time until the next time that Easter's on my birthday, so this was pretty fun. Have a wonderful time zone, and I will bug you later. Preferably next week or tomorrow with the music. Anyway, bye. God, this went for 2 hours. I did not expect that to go this long. Anyway, bye.